This is my out of the theater, came back home, slept on it, no spoilers review of Deadpool and Wolverine. Now I'm recording this on Monday, well, actually technically now, just past midnight, Tuesday, July 30th, and I saw Deadpool and Wolverine on Thursday, July 25th. So that's considered one of the preview days. I'm lucky to be in a market where that is available because the movie has been advertised to have been released on July 25th, Friday. And first of all, go see this movie as soon as you can because the spoilers are everywhere online. And even if you're not a hardcore comic book fan, which I never really was. I just kind of got into all the stuff from the movies and the shows. Go see it because you will not regret seeing it. It's a phenomenal offering. The opening sequence in particular, by the way, no spoilers here, although again, spoilers are everywhere. So go on social media at your own risk. The opening sequence in particular of this movie is so funny, so skillful. And all I'll say is that if you've watched any of the interviews from Ryan Reynolds talking about as part of his promotional tour about this movie, don't believe everything he says. The opening sequence is fantastic and worth the price of admission just for that. Also, it's a very skillful use of music, a very varied music soundtrack as was the case in the previous two Deadpool movies. It does have an R rating, although that seems to have made no impact on the box office, which incidentally, as I look off screen at an article from the Hollywood Reporter, it made $211 million domestically in the US over the weekend, and which is like way higher than it ever has been for an R-rated movie. And that's about 441 million worldwide, all markets everywhere. So, the R rating made no difference in terms of keeping people away. A lot of people came, and that's great. Great for Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman and Sean Levy and everybody involved in this film, behind the scenes, because a lot of behind the scenes people need to get their recognition also. Of course, there's a lot of violence and jokes in this. I don't find any of it to be gratuitous. I think it's all used extremely well. I'm all for corny jokes, though, although these are a little more on the crass side, as one might expect if you're at all familiar with Deadpool's personality. Plenty of great surprises in this. Cameos were teased in the trailers, so that's not really giving anything away. And there were some in there I was not expecting, and as far as I know, did not leak anywhere online. But frankly, I've been trying to avoid, the spoiler culture, which has become a real thing on social media the past few years, because I don't want to go into a movie knowing everything ahead of time. What's the point of that? Oh, speaking of cameos, there was one in particular that just had my whole theater audience, my fellow moviegoers, just in absolute hysteric laughter. And I contributed to that too. By the way, as far as demographics go, in my theater at least, I'd say it was probably like 90% guys. And just taking a quick glance around, it was, I'd say like teenagers to people in their 70s. So Deadpool and Wolverine appeals to everybody. You would have more context having watched some of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and 20th Century Fox studio offerings in terms of films and TV shows, relating to some of the references in this movie. But you can still enjoy it as its own thing, as long as somebody gives you like a quick crash course, Cliff Notes kind of thing about this. And as violent and jokey and, of course, comic booky as this movie is, I am looking down at some notes. This is not totally all off the top of my head. It's really a movie about redemption, and especially redemption for one's you know, past wrongs, obviously, but also it's really a movie about gratitude for your friends, your family, and your chosen family. And I thought that was a really endearing part of this. And you'll certainly see how that all unfolds. And also don't forget to stay for the post-credit scene. There is one. It doesn't, it's not a post-credit scene that, that advertises any upcoming MCU project, but it is something that gives you a little more context, almost like a cut scene, a deleted scene that you might find in DVD extras, if anybody's getting DVDs anymore. But really funny, worth staying for. And I will also say, Diolch yn fawr iawn. Hope I'm saying that right. That is Welsh for thank you very much. And if you're at all familiar with Ryan Reynolds' interests and investments outside of cinema within the past several years, then that a little foreign language sentence there will hopefully make more sense when you see the movie. And I already mentioned the box office. I invite you to contribute to it more. You know, I think this movie is well on its way to $1 billion worldwide, probably by mid-August, maybe. I'm no expert, but who knows. So go see it. Spoilers are everywhere online. I'm glad you found this video with hopefully not having had anything spoiled for you. And I look forward to whatever MCU has next and whatever Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman and Sean Levy and company have next too. So thanks for watching.